We are talking about Montana football news. Big news in Montana football. They just lost their DC a couple of weeks ago. Coach Bradford went to Miami to become the special teams assistant. Congrats to him. He had an amazing season as the defensive coordinator of Montana. He deserves to move up. Now, Tim Hauck, who I mentioned I thought might become the DC, and Roger Cooper are becoming co-defensive coordinators at Montana. So on Tuesday, Hauck announced that linebackers coach Roger Cooper and defensive analyst Tim Hauck have been promoted to serve as co-defensive coordinators. Cooper will also continue to coach the Grizzly linebackers, and Hauck will now coach the safeties. The pair take over coordinator duties from Ronnie Bradford, who was the Grizzly DC and safeties coach in 2023, with 3 years overall on the UM staff, and recently moved back to the NFL as a position with the Miami Dolphins. Montana allowed just 108.5 yards per game rushing last season, the third fewest in FCS, and a Big Sky low. Those 108.5 yards were the second fewest of the last decade allowed by the Griz as well. All told, the 2023 Griz gave up the third fewest total yards per game in program history, just fewest total yards per game in program, just over 314 yards, the third fewest in program history. Guys, I cannot read right now. We're going to go back through this. All told, the 2023 Griz gave up the third fewest total yards per game with just over 314 yards, the third fewest in program history, and 17.2 points per game, the fewest in the Big Sky and fifth fewest in the FCS. So, all told, Montana had a really good defense last year. Coach Tim Hauck and Coach Roger Cooper are going to have some big shoes to fill this year. I know Coach Tim Hauck has a load of experience. He played at Montana. He played in the NFL. He also coached in the NFL. So he's got a bunch of experience coaching. I'm sure that's something that lended itself to this defense last year. His expertise and his wisdom that he was able to give to Coach Bradford, Coach Hauck, everybody. It's going to be amazing. I'm very interested to see how it turns out next year. I believe they'll probably still run the 3-3-5. I know, Coach Roger Cooper and Coach Tim Hauck are probably super excited for the position, probably super excited for what's to come, but the fans are going to be clamoring to see how that defense is doing. That was the thing. That's been the thing that these teams have been so good. 2019, our defense was great. 2021, our defense was amazing. 2023, the defense was amazing. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how this turns out. You guys let me know what you think about the defense. Do you think we need to change? And, do you think we need a change in scheme? Do you think you like this change? Do you think we need one DC? Do you think having multiple DCs can create some friction within the defense? I would love to know if there's going to be like how does that work, having two DCs? Who calls plays? Do they eventually choose one DC after spring? This just came to my mind. Do you think this is going to be something that, is a tryout period for Coach Hauck and Coach Cooper? Like, do they test it out this spring to see who the defense is more receptive to, who commands the defense better, who's, tapped in schematically? I don't know. More schematically better. I don't know. Do they just go with two DCs for the whole year? I've never seen, not that I can remember, I don't remember ever seeing a co-defensive coordinator situation. Not saying that it can't work. I just don't think I've ever seen it or had any memory of seeing it happen. So I'd be interested to see how it's going to turn out, but I'm very excited for Montana football, seeing that they just lost a great DC and they had the quick turnaround of not having a DC to be able to promote Coach Tim Hauck and Coach Cooper. Great changes for them. Good for them. I hope you guys are able to do an amazing job. Good luck. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys think about that, and we will